Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about semester 4 organic qualitative analysis of solid. Dear friends, particularly in Gujarat University, the syllabus and the substances for the organic spotting are very limited. Already I have posted a video about liquids, and there are only three liquids: acetophenone, carbon tetrachloride, and methyl acetate. So you will find it in the playlist for the semester 4 practicals. In this video especially, we will discuss about how easily we can identify the substance with minimum tests, and there is no magic in this. The reason is that, as I said, the curriculum is very limited, and if you have a clear thorough knowledge about organic qualitative analysis, and if you put a slight smart work, then in a no time one can identify the substance. So only these four acids: salicylic, cinnamic, anthranylic, and sulfanilic. Let me tell you, in your curriculum, compounds with the multiple functional groups are there. Only two phenols, paranitrophenol and beta-naphthol. And as you know that compounds with the nitro group are yellow colored. Only three base, para-toluidine and meta and para-nitroanilines, and only two solid neutrals, acetanilide and glucose. So let us see how easily we can identify them. But before that, solubility tests, which are very important tests in the organic spotting, and with the help of this test, you can identify or determine the nature of the substance. So these tests are very important. So let us rebrush them. See, first we are checking the water solubility, whether the compound is water soluble or not. If compound dissolves or soluble in NaOH, and that is not enough, it should reprecipitate with HCl, then compound can be acidic or phenolic. Third test, compound with saturated solution of NHCO3, it dissolves and gives effervescence of carbon dioxide and also reprecipitate with the 50% HCl, then it is acidic substance. Compound dissolve in HCl and reprecipitate with NaOH, then it will be basic compound. And all these tests are negative. In that case, your compound would be neutral. Let me remind you one very important thing. To consider substance as acid, you should get effervescence immediately with the saturated NHCO3. At this juncture, at this point, you should get effervescence of CO2. Because for the reprecipitation, the moment you add HCl and already NHCO3 would be there, so whether your compound will be acidic or not, there will be effervescence because you are adding HCl. So again, I am telling you, you can only consider compound as acidic if it gives effervescence of carbon dioxide immediately with the compound. So with this thing, I advise that every student should remember this solubility test. It is a very important test to determine the nature of the substance. Next year, in semester 6, you will have qualitative analysis of the mixture, and also it's a separation. At that time, it will be very useful to you. So let us see. The moment you are given organic solid substance, first check its color. Mainly solid compounds, we can divide them into three main colors: brownish pink, yellow and colorless. If your compound having a brownish pink color, there are only couple of chances are there. So now check their nature. If it is found phenol, then it is indicating presence of beta naphthol. Beta naphthol's melting point is 122 degrees Celsius, but this is a very good test to confirm the presence of beta naphthol. Your compound under observation means you want to confirm that whether it is a beta naphthol or not. Dissolve it in a NaOH, add a piece of copper and chloroform and heat it. And if you get bluish green color, then definitely it will be beta naphthol. So before measuring melting point, you can check with this test. And your brownish pink color compound, if found basic in the nature, then it will be paratoluidine. Paratoluidine is a compound with a very low melting point, only 45 degrees Celsius. By the summer, April end or May, when you will have your exam, it will be in the semi-solid form because it will be slightly melted. All base invariably having amino group. So you can also confirm the presence of base with the azodite test, but mind well, it is not the taste of the substance, it is the taste of the amino functional group. So only two options are there when your compound is brownish pink. Now when the color of your compound is yellow or yellowish, again check the nature. Phenolic compound, then the only compound which is yellow and phenol in your curriculum is orthonitrophenol. So just check its melting point, which is 114 degree Celsius. And if your yellow compound is basic in the nature, then either it would be a metanitroaniline or it would be a paranitroaniline. Now there is no such test which distinguish meta-isomer and para-isomer except melting point. There is a remarkable difference between their melting point. So because other tests which are given in your book, confirmative test, they are mostly the test of the functional groups, either nitro group or aniline group, and both are present in both the compounds. So one should select such a test so that with the help of it you can identify the substance. So here I advise that to distinguish between the nitroanilines, best way is to measure melting point. Near 114 your substance melt, it is indicating meta, and para nitroanilin's melting point is 148 degrees Celsius. Third category in the color is a colorless, which we will discuss in the next slide. Yes. Now colorless compound will have 6 possibilities: salicylic acid, cinnamic acid, anthranylic acid, and sulfanilic acid. These four are acid, and glucose and acetanilide, these two are neutrals. So you can see that four are acids and two are neutral. So to distinguish between them, first you should check or you should add saturated solution of NHCO3. Substance dissolve with effervescence of carbon dioxide and reprecipitated with HCl. It is indicating acidic compound. And no effervescence of carbon dioxide with NHCO3, then neutral compound would be there. Let us first discuss about the neutrals. Now see, only two neutrals, both are white, all are colorless actually, in which glucose is water soluble, acetanilide is water insoluble. Glucose is aliphatic, acetanilide is aromatic, and difference between their melting point also. So the moment you find that your compound is neutral, simple thing is to check the water solubility. If it is water soluble, it would be glucose. Further, you can confirm with the porcelain heating, Glucose also having aldehyde functional group, so it gives silver mirror taste, very good. And if it is insoluble, settle at the bottom of the test tube. It is aromatic, white color substance, and slightly shiny. And mark that when you hit it on a porcelain piece, there will be spark. In that case, it is indicating acetanilide group. Friends, the tests which are confirmative tests which are given in your book, one is a nitration test. Another is written that after hydrolysis, it gives azodite test. So I advise that both the tests are not that much reliable because many compounds they give nitro derivatives. Unless this compound properly hydrolyze and anilide group convert into amino group, it won't give azodite test. So best way is to measure its melting point, which is 114 degrees Celsius. Now let us discuss about the acids. Once your compound, you are sure that it is acid, then perform neutral FeCl3 test. FeCl3 solution is there, but you have to make it neutral because it is acidic solution. So take 1 ml FeCl3, add NH4OH till you get brownish precipitate, NH4OH, which is weak base. Now heat the solution, remove extra or excess NH4OH in the form of ammonia, and once you get the red transparent solution, it is called neutral FeCl3. So prepare this reagent. Now add this reagent to your substance. If you get the purple color, it is indicating presence of salicylic acid. One more very good test, it gives smell of wintergreen. Now wintergreen smell means the smell of balm. So it's esterification with the ethanol and sulfuric acid, and you will identify the wintergreen oil smell, which is a very good test of the salicylic acid. If your compound gives yellow color with neutral FeCl3, it will be cinnamic acid. And if you remember the structural formula of cinnamic acid, there is unsaturation in the structural formula. There is a double bond. So it also gives Beer's test or unsaturation test. It decolorize, dilute pink color of the KMNO4. And if you don't get color, specific color with the neutral FeCl3, then mostly it will be anthranylic or sulfonilic acid. Both are acid as well as they have amino group. Sulfonilic's melting point is a very high, beyond 300. So we normally don't measure because it can break your thermometer. And if melts at 144 degrees Celsius, then it will be anthranylic acid. So see friends, this is the way bifurcation on the basis of color and couple of tests for any substance, and easily you can identify which compound is given to you. So if you apply the smart work, then your time will be saved and accurately you will identify your substance. One more thing, out of these 6 colorless compound, only water soluble, only aliphatic compound is glucose. So that way also you can identify it and differentiate it.